Okay, I have decided kind of spur of the moment here to make a strawberry pie. I don't believe I've used this recipe before. If I have, it's been years and years ago. So I'm going to use this recipe for a strawberry pie that includes Jello. And normally I don't do anything fancy with strawberry pies. I just wash my strawberries, cut them up, mix them with the gel that you buy at the grocery store, the red bagged gel. But I didn't plan on making a strawberry pie. So my daughter-in-law Winnie makes a recipe using the boxed Jello powder, and it's delicious. So I looked one up, and I have everything to do that except for strawberry Jello, but I do have peach, and I don't see why that would hurt. So that's what I'm going to use. The deal is I've got a couple cartons of strawberries, and we've worked our way through almost finishing one, and I have one left. So I want to do something with that just a little different, and I don't normally make a dessert just to be making it, but I am today. So, and boy, I tell you, my phone goes off every time I start recording, but that's okay. So this is just one of those, this one's actually a Pillsbury, and I've had this in my refrigerator for quite some time. These keep past the expiration date, and they work just fine, or the use by date, whatever. So this one, you can see that it's gonna work just fine because it looks just fine. So if you don't get those frozen or used by the date, go ahead and probably give them a shot. As long as they look okay, they're gonna be fine. All right, and you can tell I don't spend a whole lot of time making the edges perfect. I actually prefer it this way. I think the perfect edges are wonderful, but I like this real rustic look. So I think I need to prick this with a fork, get this in the oven, and I will show you what other things happen with this strawberry pie recipe in just a moment. Okay, in my little saucepan here, I'm whisking together 1 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1.5 cups of water. You whisk this together, you bring it to a boil, and simmer until it's thick, and then you add the Jello and make sure that's dissolved. Whisk that around until it's dissolved, and then you're going to pour that over the strawberries. I'm getting ready to get those prepared, and those go into the bottom of my pre-baked pie crust. So this is another step for this simple strawberry pie. All right, this mixture of cornstarch, sugar, and water has gotten very thick, and now I'm going to put in my Jello. And I think I already told you that I am using peach because I don't have strawberry, and I think it's going to be just fine. I'm also using sugar-free because I always buy sugar-free Jello. All right, let's get this whisked in. Get it all dissolved. Pretty. It's a really pretty, like, blush color. Nice. I may actually prefer this. You just never know. Fun. All right, so I think this is as should be. We have the Jello all whisked in. It looks like it's dissolved. And I'm going to show you the next step with the strawberries in the crust. And this will be poured over top, so it's coming along looking great. Well, mercy sakes, guys, you can see that my edges got a little browner than I wanted them to. I think it said 10 to 12 minutes. I put it on 11. Clearly I should have done 10, And I should have put my little pie protector that just goes around the edges. If you don't have one of those, that's pretty handy. I guess it's even more handy if you use it. So, but guess what? This is not going to deter Mr. James and me from eating this pie. So, the crust is baked. The strawberries are prepped. They're poured in the bottom. You saw where I put together the Jello mixture, and so now that gets poured right over top. So here we go. And by the way, I tasted of this, and this peach mixture tastes so good and it smells so good. I will probably think that this is a wonderful trick. I'm having that feeling. Alright, let's get every last bit of this goodness out of here. And like I said, my daughter-in-law, Carissa, makes this pie, and once this firms up and gels, it becomes a little more invisible, kind of. And you mostly see kind of the strawberries, and then maybe just, you can tell that something's there, but once it gels, it has a little bit of a different look. And I actually really like it that it's this color. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, guys, this looks pretty good to me. So the recipe says to just refrigerate this until it gels and sets. And so that's what I'm gonna do. It's about 3:30 now, so probably, I don't know, 7:30 or so. I'd say this will probably be set up, and I will show you a piece of it when we slice it. Yummy strawberry pie. Alright guys, have you ever had frosted grapes or sugared grapes? You can also call them that. I haven't made these in a long time, but they are very, very good and very, very easy. My grapes have already been rinsed, and they're not super wet, but they're, you know, a little bit damp, and that's a good thing. And then here is the secret ingredient. A little bitty package of Jello. So this is sugar-free peach Jello. I just used sugar-free peach Jello in my strawberry pie the other day. I like sugar-free peach Jello. My husband likes it even more. So I try to make Jello pretty often. Just, it's a low-calorie, kind of a guilt-free dessert. So anyhow, you just take this little package of Jello, sprinkle it over your grapes, make sure everything's covered. You can put this in a plate and like individually roll them, but I do not have time for that. I've never done it that way. So, and after that's done, they're all coated. You just let them get in the refrigerator till they're cold and let them kind of set, and eat the grapes like crazy. They are so good. So, let me show you this extremely complicated dessert. No, it's actually really fun. I think the first time I ever had them was at a wedding, and I don't know, it just looked so neat up on the fruit tray with these grapes that looked like they had sugar on them. I was like, what is this? They were on this fruit tray, and oh, they just looked so pretty and sparkly, and you know, like things should at a wedding. See, look, isn't this cool? Probably everyone's seen this. I just haven't done it in a long time. I actually planned on making these to put on my fruit tray when I had the biscuit bar for the ladies at our church. If you haven't seen that recipe, if you haven't seen that video, I can link that below. Look how pretty. Okay, have a little bit left. There we go. Oh, the smell of this peach Jello is wonderful. So give this another toss. So see, you want a little bit of dampness to your grapes because it kind of adheres, but you definitely don't want it too much because then your Jello will not stay kind of in this little granular form. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? All right, sugar grapes, frosted grapes. They're going in the refrigerator and then just snack on them. So if you haven't made these, do it. They're kind of impressive. They really shouldn't be because they're so simple, but they kind of are. So give them a try. All right, for this last recipe, you only need a few ingredients: sweetened condensed milk, crushed pineapple, a can of cherry pie filling, some whipped topping, and nuts of your choice. I'm using pecans. This recipe is called pink stuff. Isn't that fun? My mom has made this recipe for years and years and years since I was very little. Very easy to pull together with ingredients that you usually have on hand. So I'm going to put this in together, and it turns out to be a crowd pleaser every time. It's really great in the summertime. It's very refreshing, and it's refrigerated, of course, so it's cool. It is a great recipe for summer. So you can watch me putting this together here. Well, how's that for a quick and easy dessert? This will conclude this video showing you 3 delicious, just in time for summer desserts: the strawberry pie, the sugar grapes, and now the pink stuff. All of these just so good and refreshing, especially for summertime. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. If you've not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you around here. Thanks for watching, and tune in the next time.